Hi everyone, Mike here, bringing you yet another reaction video. And continuing the series of the Miss Kate Bush, her second album, Lionheart, also released in 1978. Given that she had a lot of material, she's been writing for most of the entirety of her adolescence and teenage years. I'm really looking forward to this album. I'm just looking at the track list in here, 10 songs. And I have not heard a single one. So very excited. It's a Lionheart. So the cover is pretty cool. I see both a lion and a lion Kate. She does have that, characteristic mantle of beautiful hair. Bringing to mind that scene in Jumanji when that lion was summoned from the game board in the attic or something. But anyways, I have no idea the context of this album, if there's a theme, Lionheart, or bravery and strong will and tenacity. So perhaps if we think chronologically, if this is kind of a recovery from the heroine of The Kick Inside, where it went through quite the turmoil in love that may not have been requited back to her. So very intrigued to see the direction this album takes. The opening of Lionheart is track 1, Symphony in Blue. Oh, wow. Sonically, I like it. You can tell it was made in the same breath of The Kick Inside. A lot of that same soundscapes, production. Go from blue to red. Ooh, I like that. Wow, okay, so I'm trying to think what symphony could mean in the scheme of colors and emotion. Blue as a metaphor for sadness, and then I go from red, shifting to anger, frustration maybe. I could see a lot of the themes from The Kick Inside maybe spilling over into Lionheart, into track 2 with In Search of Peter Pan. Ooh. Wow, interesting. I like the sonics of this one. Very nicely paced. It like launches right into a very chipper. I Oh, that's pretty nice. So Peter Pan, obviously, you know, a symbolic figure of the kingdom of childhood, innocence. When I am a man, I will be an astronaut and find Peter Pan. So interesting. So when I am a man, I'm older, I'll go high, farther away from here and find that symbol of childhood, perhaps. Oh, wow. He's got a photo of his hero he keeps under his pillow, but I've got a pinup from a newspaper of Peter Pan. I found it in a locket. I hide it in my pocket. So kind of keeping maybe a memory very close to heart. Definitely a much different tone than Symphony in Blue, where it kind of still keeps that same thread of unhappiness maybe, and kind of having some beacon of hope in a different kind of figure or setting or person. But I did like that one quite a lot. Track 3 is Wow. Ooh. Oh, sounds a little sarcastic there. Huh. Alright, I'm liking this song. I like this a lot. I was expecting actually something much different based on the intro. It seemed like a very slow, ethereal, mysterious song, and that is still quite true with the lyrics. Talking about stage, I mentioned Kate being a very theatrical person. This Vaseline will help his skin, maybe he's taking off makeup, maybe he's putting on a different facade. They're saying maybe sarcastically, you're amazing, you're incredible, wow, unbelievable, maybe like doing magic tricks. I don't know, it really brings like this very theatrical, mysterious Phantom of the Opera vibe. Moments of energy, and cools back down. Seems to be much of the formulaic Kate Bush way of crafting a song. That's quite nice. So next track, track 4, is Don't Push Your Foot on the Heartbreak. Like a brake pedal, not so much You Broke My Heart, which is interesting. So last song she said Emily, and now Emma. Okay. Very neat vocal tricks here. Wow, what experience this one is. on the ride for that journey, quite literally. So like I thought with the track and title, Heartbreak, some allusions to, a car. This time, don't put your foot on the heartbreak. Like maybe ease yourself, and these really bursting moments of energy and upliftedness seems to be like the character needed in a lot of the narration of both the Kick Inside and the tracks that precede this. So it seems to be a really good call to arms of, it's like here, she's losing that inner flame. It was burning bright, but she's losing the light fast. She's only herself to blame. Well, take care of yourself. Good. Again, seems to be possibly very biographical to Kate, where she really relied on a lot of strong figures in her life to really be the voice of reason and uplift her. And yeah, I guess sonically, this is much different than pretty much anything I've heard thus far. Nice energy with some rock and roll elements in the same breath, which I imagine is quite hard. Very high and low. I would say this is maybe one of my favorite tracks so far on Lionheart. Wow. All right, so we are halfway through here with track 5, titled "Oh England My Lionheart." Very interesting, like kind of like Kate's anthem to her home country. I like that, a different take on that same lyric. Wow, much different in both the sonics and the lyrics in this one. Maybe kind of a great way to split the album in two different parts, maybe. But yeah, this is definitely drawn to Kate's roots. Of course, she is from the United Kingdom. Touches on themes I think was covered a lot in the Kick Inside. Some mentions of soldiers, the war's over, the air raid shelters of blooming clover, so the wartime has passed. I noticed when she's singing the chorus, "Oh England, my Lionheart," etc. She's kind of going down in her vocals, turn high and lower, as if it's multiple people singing together in unison. I like that one a lot. Track 6, Full House. Sounds a lot like "Don't Push Your Foot on the Heartbreak." Pick up a lot of different vocal layerings here. Wow, that went by pretty quick, huh? Yeah, so right off the bat, it reminded me a lot of "Don't Put Your Foot on the Heartbreak," kind of the beginning, that little kind of mysterious. I will say I do appreciate the reach of this track with really combining more of those rock and roll elements. You hear that little electric guitar, the cymbal percussion really hitting those notes at the end of a word. Really interesting techniques here. Might have to grow on me a little bit more. It's so far maybe my least favorite track. I'll keep that in the background as I think more about how I play into the rest of the tracks in Lionheart. Alright, next up is track 7 called In the Warm Room. Lovely. Very simplicity in the song, just really Kate's vocals here. Kind of haunting in a way, this song. Wow, very intriguing visuals here. Wow, she's like very nicely hanging on those last notes of the word room. Alright, that was very interesting. No, I take it back. I thought originally it started to be really inviting, but it had this kind of haunting vibe to it. But as she continues, I gotta say, when I'm reading the lyrics, it really reminds me of possibly a child in utero, maybe in the mother's womb. It seems like very reminiscent of the warm room. Her thighs are soft as marshmallows. Say hello to the soft musk of her hollows. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm interpreting it a little differently. The nurture and the sustenance of their mother. But sonically, I do like this nice little break into the album. And it has more of this really vintage, old Hollywood style singing. I do like this one quite a lot. Alright, next song is track 8, Kashka from Baghdad. Okay. Okay, wow, I like that chorus a lot, that conversational aspect of the dialogue there. You have Kate and you have a backing vocal responding or emphasizing the words. Kashka. Huh, wow. The end and trailing of those notes and little tinkles remind me of the end of Babushka. Don't quite know the inspiration for this one, I gotta say. It does seem like a tale of, I want to say, forbidden lovers, but it seems like there's a lot of narration by way of an observer watching these two folks, Kashka and whoever else, engaging in maybe a secret affair, as they can only go out for walks if the moon is bright. And this person, witnessing this, wants to partake of their laughter, their love, their intimate moments, but they can't. So I wonder if this use of intertwining voices, questions being asked in the chorus at night, watching every night, they're seen, don't you know they're seen, laughing, won't you let me laugh? Very interesting. I definitely feel like there's some dynamics, and one person observing from the outside in of this couple. I don't know, I'm intrigued by it sonically. I do like kind of the takes and her vocal stylings in this one. Right, the penultimate track 9, is called Coffee Homeground, which I'm intrigued as a lover of coffee. Ooh. Beautiful strings in this one. Wow. A tall man and his companion. Wow. Oh, I love the fade out. Wow, that was not what I was expecting at all. That was very, very intriguing. I like it. I think of Kate Bush as being quirky and weird, and this is a song that really embodies what I like about her and other artists who dare to go that realm. Wow, what a very strange song. Again, it could possibly be a companion piece to the song right before this, Kashka from Baghdad. Maybe it's taking that narration to the extreme by, their relationship could be really well known as scandalous or worthy of taken out with measures of poison and espionage. I don't know, maybe there's undercurrents of war, as I saw some like German phrases sprinkled by the end there. Like I'm very intrigued by this song. I like it. I gotta say it's because it's so weird and out there from the rest of Lionheart. I will put it kind of in the upper ranks of my favorites so far. Wow, that was really cool. Very neat. So track 10, the final track of Lionheart, Hammer Horror. Oh, another quiet and then Wow, what a way to end the album, I gotta say. Let's take it all in. Alright, Lionheart by Kate Bush. So, wow, I want to say I was really on board for the first half. I gotta say, I feel like the first 4 or 5 songs had its own kind of story going on. And then after track 5 or 6, it kind of went a different way. I wasn't expecting. Lionheart, I was thinking, actually, maybe, I don't know. Because I'm sensing a lot of this theme of war in this track too. It seems very mysterious, as if someone's, you know, on high alert that they're going to be taken out, or I'm a replacement. Hammer horror, first time in my life, I keep the lights on, ease my soul. Are they afraid of something? Are they afraid to be in the dark? They have to be in the light to feel comforted because there's an unknown threat, or they know the threat and they just have to really keep their guard on. I don't know what a hammer horror is. Maybe if anybody can help me out there. If we are to consider this kind of leading off a poison earlier, or being caught catching in the tall slim shadows of Kashka and whoever. Yeah, that's why I think there's like 2 different stories in this album. I feel Kate is really kind of encroaching on new territory with some rock and roll themes, wild sonic experience, like Coffee with Homeground. That was really very bizarre, but I liked it for being bizarre. Gotta say, wow, I gotta say my standouts for Lionheart, Don't Push Your Foot on the Heartbreak. I liked Oh England My Lionheart. Maybe a good way to kind of break up these 2 themes going on here. In The Warm Room, I like it because I have my own interpretation of it. Let me know what you guys think of that one. Coffee Homeground. Yeah, maybe the first couple tracks I'll have to kind of re-listen to, but those were my immediate love at first listen, if you will. Alright guys, so that was Kate Bush's follow-up album to The Kick Inside, The Lionheart. I'm sure these remasters released a few years ago really offer a lot of die-hard Kate Bush fans to really relive those moments that meant a lot to them. I'm really liking this Kate Bush journey so far. Intrigued to really see how she develops from here, because I know based on my upcoming review of Never Forever, which so far is my favorite album of hers, that could change. Well, thank you again for joining me today. Sound off in the comments what you thought of the album, any more suggestions or context of some of the songs or references I missed perhaps. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care.